Well, good morning and welcome to this webinar where we're going to take a look at Vecta, the sales solution which combines CRM and sales analytics. So my name is Clive Byrne, the Group Marketing Manager. In a minute I'm going to hand over to Michael, he's our UK and Ireland Business Development Manager. But firstly, let me explain a couple of little points. First of all, you're all muted. There will be a chance to ask questions at the end, so you just key those into the control panel and go to webinar. And also I'll send you a recording afterwards. So I'm conscious of time, literally got about 5 minutes. So with that, I'll just hand over to Michael.
Thanks, Clive. So we're going to take 5 minutes to look at a couple of very important areas in Vecta. First of all, the flexibility of the dashboards, how they're laid out and how they're basically designed to let the customer create a layout that is intuitive and the most productive layout for the individual that's using it. So I'll show you a couple of examples of how that might look, and I'm going to very quickly delve into how these dashboards are created. And then secondly, we're going to look at creating actions from analysis. How do I, after finding out an issue or an opportunity, how do I actually delegate that? How do I turn it into an actual action that's going to result in either minimizing drift or maximizing up, cross or associated sales? So, first of all, looking at the dashboards. We have the cog here that allows us to edit them. So I'm logged in as a manager, so I'm allowed to change layouts. And if I click edit, I can choose to change the name of any of these tabs. So here I've got general business summary, but I could call this whatever I want. So, business update as an example. Click the tick box and now I've changed the name of that tab. And when I click close, you'll see it's renamed business update. I can create tabs for customers, products, teams, divisions, anything I like. So these actual items on the dashboard, and here you'll see I've got a sales team split, I've got how my team are doing against last year, and I can scroll across here and see the variances, how my team are doing against target, and so on. But each of these items is added in a very simple way, using that 3 years rolling history from your ERP or accounting solution. So quite simply, again, by clicking the cog, clicking edit, I can add or delete any item or create any group for this dashboard layout. So if I want to add something, just click the add button. And here I'll have everything that's available from your accounting solution. So I could see targets, trend analyses, summaries. If I look at top statistics by analysis type, I could choose to display by periods, companies, product groups, invoice dates, any of the available information from your account solution. Here I'm going to add something quite simple, so I'll choose this and have a look at, I'd like to put some year-to-date trend analysis on there, and I'll display this as a bar chart, and I'll do it by sales value, and I'll have a look at that year-to-date. So I've chosen what I want to be displayed, I've named it, and all I've got to do is click OK. And now you'll see that item has appeared on the dashboard. Now, I want to change the way that this looks. So again, I'm in edit mode, so all I've got to do is drag and drop the pieces of information to where I'd like them to be. And I can change the size of any of these areas of information. And I can basically change the layout until I get it to look the way I would like it to be. So now I'm happy with that layout. That's the one I want to see. Click close. And my dashboard is changed accordingly, and anybody that's assigned to this dashboard will get this new information. As a reminder, these dashboard items are interactive, so here I'm looking at my sales team split, for example, and I might want to see how Paul King compares to Matthew. And simply by choosing those criteria, I can see the details behind that. And again, as a reminder, anything on the dashboard, if you want to see the full report, all you have to do is click the green arrow to run the inquiry, and it will open it up in a format that you can then manipulate. So I could add other statistics. I'm looking at profit, but I might want to add sales value and cost into this report. Simply by clicking start, I've now added these additional statistics. And I can also drill down from here. So I might want to say, well, Michael Grimsdyke, what companies has he sold to? What products has he sold? What were the invoice numbers? What were the product groups? And again, by simply selecting one of these, it will instantly drill down into that detail. So for this management layout, using the methods I've just shown you, I've created a few tabs here, giving me a summary of my customers, telling me who's not buying, what new accounts I've opened, which accounts are growing, which are in decline. And again, these are interactive, so simply by clicking on the declining chart, it will open up a list of all of my clients that are in decline, showing exactly what the decline is and the values behind it. And again, I can access those customers simply by clicking on the customer name from that report. And then I can keep that open, but I'll minimize it. And in the background, Vecta changes to everything about that particular client. So it's now telling me for this customer, they're buying paper and envelopes, they're spending down over the last 3 months, they're not buying masking tape, as well as providing me with all the other information that I might want to know in order to prepare for a good call or a good meeting, including full sales and gap analysis. Single click, tell me everything that this customer is buying, show me where the partial gaps are, and if I scroll down, I can see what they never buy from me. So, intuitive, easy to use, taking me directly to the information I want to know. And that was me looking from a management perspective where I have an overview of the entire business, including a tab here that I've created all about my team, what my team are doing, all the opportunities within the client base and so on.